Hi, you guys. This is LQ again from Coupled in Culture, where we talk all things love, leisure, and lifestyle for contemporary couples and socialites who like to put the life and work-life balance. I am coming back to you guys as promised to talk a little bit about the miscarriage test that we took after our second embryo transfer ended in miscarriage at 8 weeks. And I just definitely want to get into that so that those who don't know that it is an option, and just to kind of give you some insight on the revelations that we had when we did this test. So stay tuned and I'll give you guys a little bit more insight on to how this factored in to our journey. Told you that I would come back and talk to you about the miscarriage test results that we did to find out what was going on with our pregnancy from our second frozen embryo transfer, in which we lost the pregnancy at 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I really don't know how to determine that because that baby was still, I don't know. We got the DNC at 8 weeks and 1 day, but 6 weeks, I'm sorry, 7 weeks and 1 day, the baby had a faint flicker of a heartbeat. So I guess we can say 8 weeks, we'll say 8 weeks. But we went ahead and got the miscarriage testing, and I wanted to jump in to that. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I have my my chromosome analysis report here, and I'm going to be referencing it. So for those of you who don't know, if you have a miscarriage, there is an opportunity. I don't know if it is for everyone, but there is an option for you to have a miscarriage test. And what this is, they take the products of conception, if you happen to do like a DNC, or if you happen to miscarry naturally, and collect the tissue. Oh man, can't even imagine how hard that is. But if you collect the tissue, you can send it off for testing. And what this test does, it looks for any type of chromosomal issue or imbalance that could have contributed to the loss of the pregnancy. So for us, this was offered through our physicians, our fertility clinic, and the test was conducted by a company. It was an Anora Miscarriage Test conducted by Natera, the company. So for us, we did not do PGTA testing on our embryos, so we had no indication as to whether or not they were chromosomally normal or, euploid or aneuploid. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. And we had no indication of gender. So we skipped out on PGT testing because of the cost. We were really trying to keep costs down. I know that sounds kind of crazy because it can be beneficial, but due to the expense, we were like, well, if we were to conceive naturally, we wouldn't have the flexibility or the opportunity to test the embryos or test, the eggs or whatever. And we would not know gender either. So we felt like, we'll take the chances. Fast forward to the future, after 3 losses, I don't know if that was, is the choice that we would do again, but here we are. So when I got the results back, first of all, everything was going well. Baby was in the right place. It was in the uterus. We didn't hear the heartbeat at the 6-week ultrasound, but we saw it flickering vigorously and it looked promising. When we went in for week 7, that ultrasound flicker was faint. It was hard to find, and the baby had not grown since the week before. So of course it ended up growing. It ended up stopping its growth, and we lost the pregnancy. So when I knew that we lost the pregnancy, my first inclination or my thoughts were it was a chromosome issue. Something was wrong with the baby or the embryo, and it could not grow. It couldn't continue to grow. So that was my thinking. I didn't, think that it was like any type of uterine issue because it was able to implant. Uterus looked fine. I didn't assume that it was like a blood clotting issue or any type of immune issue. I just thought it probably was the embryo. So when we got the analysis results back, I was actually at work, and on my lunch break, and I read the results. And when I opened the results, I was dumbfounded. I was like, first of all, we found out that it was a normal embryo. So according to how my doctor explained this, it was chromosomally normal, but that does not mean that it was genetically normal. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biochemist. I have no idea what that means. But my assumption is that it had the right amount of chromosomes, but it does not go into detail as to whether or not there was any other genetic factor at play. And we also found out that it was a female. So that really like hurt, because me and my husband both wanted a girl. And it was funny because of my behavior while I was pregnant. At this time, he was like, I know you having a girl because you so clingy, like you on top of. I literally wanted to be in his skin. Like the first time I was pregnant, I wasn't like that. I kept my own space. Like he was cute and everything. I liked him, but I just was chilling. It was just normal. I'm not saying that that's indicative of like gender, but this time it was so different. Like I just wanted to be up under him. I wanted to be around him every second of the day. I wanted to climb into his skin and live there. And he was like, he noticed the difference, and he would always say like, you having a girl, I know you having a girl, because the first time you went like this. And we don't know what the gender of the first baby was, but he was like, you just that just seems like you're having a girl. So when he came back that it was a girl, he was like, I knew it, you know. But it was kind of hurtful because we wanted that girl, and you know, it sucks. But it really like made me think, because this time, well, with the first baby, we don't know the gender. It was ectopic. I know it was a fighter, but I have no indication of what the gender was. So it's just like our baby. That's it. This one, we have a gender to put with it. It's a female. It's a girl. So it kind of makes it a little more. It gives it an identity a little bit more. So that was interesting. And you know, with the first pregnancy, we would have been due in April 2023. This one we would have been due in August 2023. So I just did this video real quickly because I wanted you guys to know that this option was out there. For those who don't know, it's called a miscarriage test. The company we went through was Natera, and this was an Anora Miscarriage Test. And for some people like me who just want some type of answer, it was partially helpful because it let me know I had a normal female embryo growing inside of me. But then it also puts me in a whole different mind frame, because now I'm like, well, what was the issue? And it makes me really question everything else that's going on with me, my body, and this fertility journey. So that's all I wanted. Quick little video. I'll put up a little clip of how the analysis report looks. It's very to the point. It's not detailed at all. It's very to the point, but just so you can see how it's read. And that's it. So until next time, I will holler at y'all when I come off tour. Hopefully, as things go on in this process, I'm able to come on here and do some more positive trying to conceive videos. But in the meantime, this is my reality. So I will see you guys another time. And don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because I'm ready to start back getting into videos and posting them. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Ciao.